Hello everybody and welcome back to Zero Escape. I think we should finally reach the end of this route. I hope to dear God that we do.
I love your
It's
mustache,
so
Xero.
long.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Honestly, I've been reading so many detective novels ever since we started playing Danganronpa and Zero Escape that it kind of just sprouted out of nowhere. You know, I think it's beautiful. I might color it someday.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's move over to the actual game. You know, I'm just kind of like hoping that this mustache will help me solve the mysteries faster.
We'll see.
You already know that it's not going to. Oh man. Alright. Yes. I will. There's 3 endings that we still have to get. Jesus. Oh hey, I'm a detective too.
Stream to me,
Right.
Xero.
Yes, I stream to you. I will increase the volume a tad bit as well.
It's a little awkward to say this about myself, but you could probably
There we
consider
go.
me a lone wolf type.
The lone
I
wolf
hold my own
type.
code, because I think doing what's right is more important than doing what you're told. That's why I followed my gut that night. A slim lead brought me to the wharf. It was 9 years ago.
I mean, we all knew that Seven was a good boy.
Cold as fuck, and I could barely see squat.
Of course.
I was investigating a mess of kidnappings, all of them children. It all had one thing in common: a history of visits to one particular hospital.
Oh, I thought that this was gonna be like a Chuck E. Cheese kind of situation tied to Freddy Fazbear.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals. In my investigation, had turned up evidence that Cradle had been involved in the kidnappings. After a little sweet talking,
That's kind of not very nuanced of them, huh?
The source told me this.
Oh yeah, everybody visited the same hospital and disappeared.
The ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore. So I headed to the wharf. In the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about. There was a bunch of movement.
Holy shit! That's 7?
9 years ago.
Yeah, I guess it's 9 years ago. Also, he doesn't have any scars. I guess he got fucked up. Because he got caught or something.
Men in black suits, many of them carrying large bags.
Good thing Kiwi's not here.
There was something about the way they moved as they were carried. No doubt about it. They were human beings in those bags. I moved before I realized it. I came out of hiding with my gun already in my hand. Don't move. I felt metal touch the back of my head.
Ah, rip.
Drop the gun.
Drop the gun.
Right now.
Seven's doing voices.
Yeah, Seven's doing voices.
Just tie an anchor to your feet, and no one will find you for a week. That's what you want. The fish here would love a meal. He kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull. There was nothing I could do.
Wait, did Seven also grunt as like his own sound effect too? Seven's like an epic like storyteller.
Yeah.
Ah, rip bozo.
That was my last thought. My face hit cold concrete. I was out like a light after that.
Oh, hello, Batman.
I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it. Shit, my head hurts.
I wonder when someone's gonna say I woke up on a
I
soft
did a
floor.
quick once over the room. Where am I? A
There was
Wake
a
up in a
hard,
padded, like,
cold floor.
mental hospital.
toilet
It's all
with no
padded.
privacy.
Woke up on a soft floor.
Well, at that point, I don't know if they had the mental
Countless times
capacity
as a
to actually narrate a story very well.
I'm in a cell, huh?
Depends
Facing the
on why
toilet
they're
was
in
a
there.
door set into the wall.
Yeah, true.
I was
He
still
could be in
pretty
there from
woozy,
false
but I made my way
accusations.
over to it.
Mm-hmm.
I pushed and
I mean,
pulled
the
on
main
it, but
purpose is just to prevent self-harm. That's why they're padded.
It won't open. Not like I expected much else. Would be dumb enough to put
Still,
me in a
he's
cell and
been
leave it
trying it for
locked.
9 years.
Oh my god, yeah, that's true.
Threw myself against the
Every
door a
single
few
door he
times, but it
comes to,
wouldn't
he's
budge.
like, I'm gonna try it.
I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed and sat down. Huh.
Ah,
I sat there for a very, very long time. Who knows how long. Then, I heard
I
a
think
faint
9
voice.
years.
The voice
What?
was far away. I couldn't understand what it was saying. But I could hear one. It was pretty
One?
high, probably a little kid. Huh? No,
Kaying?
it was several. I hear 5 or 6, maybe more. Where?
Maybe there's
Where are they
9.
coming from? I pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it. No, that's not it.
What go Overwatch?
Left. It's coming from under the bed. I hauled
Oh god, these kids, they're getting brainwashed. It's all just an elaborate plan to make Overwatch 9.
It had hidden in there one time.
Oh no.
The hole in the wall was covered by a metal grate.
Overwatch
I fell on the
999.
floor and peered through the grate.
Oh no.
Couldn't see shit, but I knew it in my gut. This was where those voices were coming from.
I love Seven's face here too.
Why are there kids here?
Why does he always have like that vein? It always makes him look like he's pissed off.
But then when my inside man told me, he popped in.
I mean, would you not be pissed off if you got thrown in here?
Tonight, I shipped a
I mean, I would, but like,
passenger liner docked offshore.
I'd be a bit more curious than pissed off at this moment.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I on that ship?
Yes, you are.
It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids.
Knocked you out, locked you in, threw you on the ship.
Did I fit?
My mustache is telling me so.
And then
Ironically, 7 doesn't have a mustache.
He's not as awesome as I am.
I see.
Yeah. How do you like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I finally got the damn thing off.
I don't think he can crawl through.
Sweat was dripping down my face, so I wiped it off and crawled inside.
Oh my god, this big ass man was able to crawl through this vent.
Take up the entire vent.
Wind up eventually, and there was space for me to crawl along on my hands and knees.
My
I went from crawling
goodness.
like a worm in dirt to skittering like a bug. Couldn't say it was much better, but I'd take what I could get. And when I'd been in the thing long enough to start wondering where it'd take me, a massive
Straight into
sound
the
really scared
grinder.
the piss out of me. It was like a heavy metal door had just been slammed shut. Then there was a voice.
Warning. Warning. Oh shit. Wait, does this mean that the kids reached the end? Where the incinerator is?
I don't know, does it?
What?
I'm not gonna tell you these kind of
I
answers.
wasn't sure what it meant, but anything with incinerate.
I don't know, Mustache. What do you think?
Then, almost as if that was a cue, I heard a mess of young sounding voices.
Messa Young.
A bunch of them were straight up screaming in terror. And all the sounds together made a howl that made the hair on my neck stand straight up. Damn
Oh
it. What
no.
the hell is going on here? I scrambled through the duct as fast as I could.
Yeah, they were just breaking bread. Yeah.
I soon found a metal door on the left side of the duct.
I think it's very normal when you're baking your bread for your bread to start screaming.
I found it. I yanked the
I
handle
mean,
of
I
the
bake all
door.
my bread in incinerators. I don't know about you.
I mean, they're kind of mini incinerators.
What the hell is this place?
You leave it in there long enough.
I couldn't believe what I saw.
True, actually.
The room had a dome up top.
Oh, he's straight in the incinerator.
Same size. Up in the ceiling was an upside down funnel. almost like a chimney. I looked down. There they were. The kids I've been searching
Wait
for.
a minute. These look like very familiar outlines.
They all gawked up at me, suddenly silent. For the moment, I'm surprised.
Santa, June, Snake. Who's the other girl?
Scared of the room or me, I couldn't tell. Probably both, actually. Not like I can blame them running into a mug like this when they're already scared shitless.
I mean, you do look
I
pissed
snorted
off all the
and looked at
time, so...
myself and turned to the kids. Don't worry, kids, I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. All of them stood there.
One of the good guys. You can believe me, because everybody believes it when you say that you're one of the good guys.
He was a boy.
Santa.
older than the others. Private school uniform.
Who the hell are you?
Yeah.
Suspicious.
That voice is unmistakably him.
I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you. It looked like they relaxed some the second I got the words out.
Unless it's this, like, Yato from Noragami, but with white
How are you
hair.
gonna help us?
Where's the exit?
There isn't one.
Because of the
The doors
scarf.
we came in through won't open, and the door over there.
He kind of cut himself off. I think he was considering something before he changed his mind.
Anyway, there's no point. We can't all get out of here. If we don't get out of here, we're gonna be burned to death.
Burned to death.
Can't you hear it? That voice said the
Can't
incinerator's
unsee
gonna
now.
start up
I'm glad that I've scarred you for life.
soon. So
Now you'll remember me forever, Chia. I wonder
The
else
voice spoke again.
Seven got his scars.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
They only
Got a
had
whole
15
15 ass minutes. Oh well, they only have 15. It depends on the way that you want to look at it. You want to be positive, you want to be negative. I don't know, man.
No way I could pull them up. Too big of a distance for any of us to reach. What the hell was I gonna do?
Tell them to use their psychic powers.
Wait right there. I'm gonna be right back.
What? Where is he going? Are you just gonna leave us here?
What?
They just got frightened.
I don't recognize these noises at all. But Santa's very obvious.
But I tried to reassure them with a smile. Don't worry, all right, I'll be back, I promise. So just stay calm and wait right there. Got it? I didn't wait to hear them respond. There wasn't time.
And that's
they're
when
gonna
Seven
go
just ran
anyway.
away.
Well, there's something I could on his hands and knees. Didn't take me long
And
to
if
get
they
back
could,
to
that
my
would
cell.
solve the problem.
Oh wait, I mean, don't you need like the
Still no way out of it, but I had a plan.
digital root of 9 to even enter the incinerator in the first place?
When I got it, I dove back into the hole and took off towards the
Assuming
incinerator.
it's the same.
Yeah.
Then, sorry to keep you waiting, guys. I tipped out the doorway and dropped down the rope I brought with me. Back in the cell, I'd torn the bed sheets into strips and tied them together to make a rope. It was sloppy, but it got the job done. All right, just tie that around yourself, okay? I'll pull you up one at a time.
Right.
Wait a sec. Something was off. There were more of you before. Where'd the rest of you go?
Wait, what? Well, in the previous images, there were only 4.
One
But
in the uniform answered.
We didn't see all of
Go
them.
on ahead. We opened the number 9 door and they left.
wait, why didn't you guys leave then? What the fuck are you doing?
They can't!
You're telling me you opened that door?
That's what I said.
Only the people that opened it could go through.
Cup. Why? Why do we need these stupid
What
clauses?
the hell are you doing here?
We couldn't go with them.
Why not?
Look, the only people who can go through the numbered door.
He was in the middle of explaining when
Just be like Snake and take off your arm.
Incineration will begin in
Like, he hasn't lost his arm yet. Or
What
has
shook
he?
a bit from the voice
I don't remember when they said it happened.
Look, that can wait, all right? Just get us out of here.
Right. I grabbed onto the rope. First one I pulled on was a girl with a ponytail. Next was a girl with a red necktie.
A redneck.
Jacket came after. He said he'd climb
I
up
like
the
these
top.
details that he's telling to Junpei, like that means anything to him.
Like the other kid, he climbed up the rope himself. He looked pretty scrawny, but I guess he was stronger than he looked. He moved fast, but when he was almost too...
To be fair, when you're about to get burned in like 5 minutes, I'd probably climb
You
up.
can do things that normally you wouldn't be able to.
It had a thick, square window set into it. On the other
Thick.
side, an angry face was staring in.
God damn it! What's going on here? Why is the room empty? Where the hell are those fucking kids?
Wait, did you want to sit there and watch them burn?
The door opened, and a man stepped in looking half mad with fury. I recognized his face. I saw him many times in photos during my investigation. The man's name was Gintaro Hongo, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Ah, yes, I should recognize that crazed expression. Who does that? I see a boy hanging from a rope. Gah!
Like he was
How dare you escape my horrible death I had set up.
This is actually karma that he burned to death in the other route.
Hurry!
I know!
The boy in the uniform booked it up the rope.
The reason why he knows is because of the morphogenetic fields.
15 feet. 10. The second I could reach the kid, I grabbed him. I hauled him up and tossed him into the duct behind me.
No! Gah! You foiled my plan!
It was like the bastard put his fake face. He was really a terrifying devil or some kind of damn monster.
Yeah, that's the sound I imagine devils making.
Yelling at me.
He's the child murder devil.
You fucking bastard! You won't get away with this! How dare you compromise this experiment!
You won't get away with this,
What experiment?
said every villain ever.
Incineration will begin in 1 minute.
If only he locked himself in here and got burned.
What are you doing? Hurry up!
The boy in the uniform was trying to get my attention. I may have thrown a salute in the raging asshole's face before I closed the door behind me.
May have, just to be petty.
A cell, so we went down the other direction instead. After about 30 feet, we came across another duct on the left. This one was heading down. When I nodded, took turns sliding down it. The duct emptied us out to a narrow hallway. There was a door on either side. The one on the left was a normal double door. The one on the right was familiar. It had black and yellow
Familiar.
stripes, and a device next to it on the wall. The plate on it read, Incinerator.
Ah, the way back into the incinerator.
That's where we were.
It was the girl with the red tie who answered me.
That sounds a lot like June.
Inside an incinerator?
Yeah, Hongo might still be there. It looks like it's been shut off, though.
Sounds almost like her VA just
Wait, what?
trying to sound like a child.
Yeah, that's not good.
That meant we better.
That's very big.
Go to the other door, hurry! The kids started running, and I was close on their heels.
I mean, I think 7 could beat the shit out of Hongo.
Staircase.
I believe in him.
Run! Didn't need to tell them
I believe
twice.
in him too.
Unless if Hongo pulls out a gun, then oh well.
Feet pounding the steps. Our arms pumping fast. Round.
It's a very interesting combination of noises with them running up the stairs plus like the beat of the background music.
Stairway kept going.
I can't really tell anymore.
We passed a couple of landings from the boy in the uniform.
Yeah, that's not Snake.
Something's up. Akane's not catching up to us.
Well,
My kid sister. The girl with the red necktie.
well.
That's strange. I didn't remember seeing
So the NTR route is real.
No, Xero.
Hey! Akane!
Get your head out of your weird dojins.
I'll be honest with you, I'm still kind of there because of Scourge's birthday stream last night.
No. Head out of the dojin, Xero.
Just get it to a stop.
But anyways, who's the other girl?
So did the other two kids. When did we do that?
Well, we passed a couple big
You
rooms
look
on the
kind
way
of
here.
familiar to you.
Maybe she took a rest in one of them?
No, that's impossible.
Lotus?
Sorry, Grandpa. You keep going. I gotta go look for her downstairs.
Yes, Lotus is a small child 9 years ago.
Yes.
Kid, wait! Damn it, I said wait!
What else could it
I
be?
don't think the kid even heard me.
For whatever reason, only like June and Lotus kind of exist in my mind. I think there are other girls that are supposed to be in the story. Let me think.
You're really close. They actually give you the answer, but I think it's on the route that we haven't done.
Oh,
Like, you know, because that's the only one we haven't.
well,
I'm going after him. You two keep going, alright? You got it?
I guess I'll figure it out when I actually do that round.
I'm going with you.
I didn't have time to argue. I just nodded and took off down the stairs. I could hear him following me. Ran all the way to the bottom floor calling for her. Akane is nowhere to be found.
God damn it, where the hell did she go?
How did you guys lose each other? What the fuck?
I could tell the kid was frustrated. And then suddenly... We heard a girl's voice.
Akane!
The boy in the uniform threw open the door and leapt into the hallway by the incinerator. We rushed in after him. I couldn't for the life of me believe what we were seeing. That bastard hung
Oh my god.
was forcing her into the incinerator.
Why?
Come on, goddammit, move!
No, I don't want to. Let me go, please.
No, I don't want to.
Squarely on the
As opposed to the people that do want to be in the incinerator.
Hongo was bigger, stronger. She wasn't gonna win.
What is this face on fucking Hongo too? This is not a very good image out of context.
He roared with anger and charged toward Hongo.
It's not a very good image in context.
He's just a trash image. This artist is trash. What the
The artist
fuck?
isn't trash, but Hongo sure is.
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Hongo lifted Akane bodily into the air and threw her.
Dude, I can play a better villain than you ever can.
Before we could even blink,
Oh my god, it changed to her nickname, Candy.
we saw him land inside. And then the door slammed shut.
I guess the door just snapped too.
We did everything we could think of to get the thing open. But
Fuck! It's no use! The goddamn thing won't move an inch!
Language, kid.
he started slamming his fists against the door.
Yeah, that'll do a lot.
With how hard he pounded on it.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
Her voice was muffled, but
Well,
all of us could hear the sheer terror in it.
there's very little much that we can do despite coming back.
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door.
What?
What?
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Well, I guess a reset.
Emergency incineration command has been
Yeah, because Hongo stopped it before. He's starting it again.
Why?
See,
is
he's a
wrong with
horrible
you?
psychopath.
We're gonna figure out a way to save you.
His words would have seemed like a sick joke to her if she'd been able to see how white and bloodless his face was right then.
I thought that was just Santa's normal face.
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
He lost all the blood from his face here, and he never got it back.
I think that's what they call PTSD.
It's gonna be alright. I'll figure something out. I promise. I promise, okay? You hear me? I promise.
You hear
It
me?
was torture listening to her sobbing on the other side of the door. Her brother was nearly crying himself. He could only stand there, fists clenched so tight his knuckles were white.
Yeah. I don't. Okay, so intermission, I guess? It was silent. All they could hear was the creaking of the boat as it shifted in the water. They waited and waited, and that's all that he could remember. But Seven didn't continue.
What happened then?
Junpei couldn't wait any longer. He had to know. Seven looked at the
Come on,
floor.
man. Put yourself in my shoes. It doesn't end good. You think I want to remember that?
Ah, yeah, that's when June burned to death.
Yeah. Shit. If I'd known it was gonna be like this, I almost wish I hadn't remembered.
Seven shook his head,
They did say one kid died.
but there was something Junpei had to know.
Hey, are you sure?
Huh?
Look, I don't want to ask this either, but there's something I don't get. So if you could just tell me, did that girl, Akane, really...
Seven stared straight ahead at nothing.
Yeah, I'm sure. There wasn't anything we could do. After a while, the countdown ended.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Totomate. Does this mean the Akane isn't the real Akane and she's actually an imposter? She is very sus, I tell you.
And we heard something.
Always have, always will. Ever since the start of the game.
The fire stopped, but we still didn't move. Me and the jacket kid were frozen. The boy in the uniform collapsed as if
Thank you,
he
Wince.
couldn't hold himself up anymore. A few minutes passed.
After reading quite a few
The door
mystery
opened.
novels, including playing Danganronpa and Zero Escape, this mustache sprang forth. It came to life one
The boy in
day.
the uniform tripped over his own feet running
It
in.
whispers to me the answers of all the
We
puzzles I
followed,
need.
too numb to speak. The air in the incinerator was hot. Every
Yeah,
breath
I'd
made my
imagine
lungs
so.
feel like they were on fire. It was like standing on hot asphalt. The air was wavering,
I should have a stash too.
and in the middle of the room,
Yes,
I could try to
you
find
should.
one.
there it lay.
If only this was
His legs were
Hongo's
shaking
body.
So bad, I don't know how he managed to walk. I couldn't see
Oh.
his face, but his
Well,
body somehow looked empty.
that was very interesting.
Finally, he reached
A
it.
pop-up window.
How else am I supposed to find one? I'm in the wrong spot though.
There it is. You're seeing all the secrets of the VTubers. No, I must hide this. Go away, Survey.
He fell to his knees as his legs
You
gave out.
shall not know of our secrets, mortals.
And then
It's all your fault, Wins. It's all your fault. Oh man, I kind of wanted it to be like the Devil May Cry 1 scream. What was the line again? I forget. Junpei felt a cold lump form in the pit of his stomach. A
I don't
feeling
know.
of
I
sickening
actually grabbed
anticipation
what I
washed
didn't
over
want.
him.
And I don't know how to get rid of it.
He could feel his body shivering. The really poorly acted one? Yeah, it's the one where his voice cracks. Or Dante says something along like, "No, I was supposed to be her light!" Also, Serbi, I believe if you drag it to the bottom right corner of your screen, just saying, could do something about it. He desperately did not want to know the answer he feared he knew already, but he had to ask.
Okay, I have mustache.
He had to know for sure. Ace Attorney has a memeable scream. Oh hell yeah. I do have Ace Attorney.
Can I ask
Was
you
thinking of playing
one
that
thing?
someday.
What's that?
The girl, Akane.
You can
What
put
was
me
her
back,
last name?
Xero.
Hmm. Well. I guess that fits.
What does it matter to you?
I have the
Just
Markiplier
tell me,
stash.
okay? Please?
You mean the Darkiplier stash? Seven looked at Junpei curiously and ran his tongue quickly over his dry lips.
Kurashiki. Her name was Akane Kurashiki.
So it is an imposter. Something inside of Junpei stopped. He had no more words left. He had no more Junpei left. He was just a shell of flesh and bone. Because Junpei's a limited resource, sadly. Seven turned to Snake.
You were there that day, weren't you? The tall kid.
Yes, he
in the jacket.
was.
That was you, wasn't it?
Who was the girl,
Yes,
though?
It was. You are correct, detective.
You are correct. Junpei's mind was blank, withdrawn from the world. I'm sorry, I'm getting so emotional right now over this revelation that I can't speak properly. Somewhere, far away, he could hear Seven and Snake
Don't
talking.
misunderstand me. I told you before how Xero threatened me. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't say anything about what happened 9 years ago.
Ah,
So you're
yes.
saying you're not working for Xero, right?
Of course not.
Sadly, I don't have enough money to pay
On
him.
you.
Hey, come on! You really think I'm working with Xero?
Of course Clover would work with Xero, why wouldn't she?
I was in Nevada in Building Q. I did hear that a detective rescued the kids on the boat, but I didn't know it was you.
Her surprise seemed to be genuine. Seven regarded Clover for a moment and rubbed his chin thoughtfully.
Well,
Clover works? Yo, she's gonna grow up and make a bunch of really good anime. Clover nodded.
all right, let me ask you another question.
Snake's born in 2003. He's technically Gen Z? Whoa. Snake's a zoomer? He stuck his hands into his pocket and took a few steps. I'll let you guys in on a little secret. Serby over here is actually the very last millennial. It's actually recorded in the history books. Then he stopped and turned to face them again.
Santa's real name is Aoi Kurashiki. He's Akane's brother.
Aoi Asahita?
You know that?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Aren't we all just zoomers?
I
Except
know
for
Aoi
Serbi.
Kurashiki was her brother. But I didn't know he was Santa. At least not from the beginning. 9
Dude,
years ago, he was in the middle of puberty. His voice is entirely different now.
no. No, I call BS on that shit. I recognize his voice instantly.
I'm ashamed to say that even my exceptional hearing wasn't able to make that connection.
Wait, they're called alphas now? I don't think any gen deserves to be called alpha.
As such, I had
Yeah,
no
but
reason to
imagine
think
Xero.
Santa was
The gen
Aoi.
after them are the betas.
Oh my god, their poor existence. We shouldn't have kids anymore.
Clover told
That's
me that
fair.
Santa might have been one of the subjects of the initial experiment. It was only a short while ago, while we were leaving the library.
Well, letters after Z? Easy. You just make up some shit. Like, you know, we'll start calling each generation after tarot cards.
When she told me that, I had a...
The next generation is Star Platinum.
Santa is Aoi? Akane Kurashiki, June's brother?
That spark caught flame in Junpei's lead-in mind, and the fog began to clear. Like an engine beginning to turn, images and thoughts began to coalesce in his mind, coming faster and faster, forming bigger images, bigger thoughts. Junpei blinked. He was back.
There's still a lot we don't know. I mean, like a lot. But
Yes.
there is one thing I think we can say we know.
What's that?
The body we found in the shower room. It had to be Nijisaki, dressed up to look like Snake.
Yeah.
Come on, man. What kind of detective are you? You didn't figure that out already?
Oh my god.
Go easy on me, man. I just got my memory back, all right? Cut me some slack.
Man, I feel so bad as like a detective if someone else figured something out before I did, because it's kind of like my job. But then again, it's like, even though you're a detective doesn't mean that you're gonna catch every single little detail, right? That's
No,
why they
that's
have
what you
multiple people.
You have a
If he is,
future as a
the three
detective,
murders make
kid.
sense then, don't they?
Yeah, that's true. That's exactly how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Murder. Kubota blew himself up, but that was murder
Maybe...
too.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason why they say that line.
So why did these murders
To
take
cover up their
place?
own embarrassment of not being able to figure stuff out.
Junpei is correct, and the body in the shower room was Nijisaki's. That
It
means
is,
all
yes.
of the people who were murdered were involved with the creation of the Nonary project. Kubota, the person who conducted the actual experiments. Nijisaki.
What if Zero is actually the girl that was with them?
Musashido, the man who financed the project.
You mean this was all just revenge?
When you don't know who she is.
Who is it supposed to be? It's not part of our group.
Santa is Zero. He's getting revenge for the death of his sister.
It's
Killed them.
No, I don't think Santa.
Oh yeah, it was Wins. In fact, Junpei didn't think he knew. Couldn't explain why or how, but he had no doubt that Santa had killed no one. Perhaps the madness of the last several hours was finally driving him insane, but Junpei had ceased to be surprised at his sudden knowledge and had even begun to
If I'm
accept
right,
it.
Then it's not hard to figure out who the next victim's gonna be, is it? I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
Snake, Clover, and Seven all
The
nodded.
next target will be Gintaro Hongo.
I hope so, man.
And the Nonary project.
In other words, Ace.
There was a moment of silence,
What?
and then the room shook. From far away, they heard the sudden rush of water.
What the hell's going on here?
It must be 6 a.m. Our time is up.
Yeah.
Come on, we need to get out of here.
Let's see you telling me that girl was Alice, and the story's actually just fake. In the drawer that had held the picture was a key card. Junpei
Failing
grabbed
to
it.
consider the most obvious
Sucker
answer.
opens the exit.
I don't remember any other girls.
Channel your mustache, Zero.
Alright, fine. Give me a second, guys. Let me rethink this.
Who does she look like?
She looks like Lotus. Yes.
Okay, think about that one.
Alright. So, what do you... Are you saying that Lotus is lying about our age, or that is Lotus's daughter? I don't know, man.
Do you want the answer?
I mean, if the game is going to tell me, then I'll probably figure it out sometime soon.
I think it tells you on the other route.
I see. Key card 0. Right? Let us leave. This is not how you leave. What about Alice? We're
Win
just
says
gonna
you
leave her
need-
here?
Win says you need another mustache.
Well, I mean, we have two right here. It's
You
just
can't
that I
have
don't want your help just
I
yet.
I know
want to
the
try
answer,
to figure it
so-
out.
My stash can't help you. That's why I took the pink one.
Right. You found it! The door opened
Oh.
and they stumbled into the
No, I
library.
think he needs a second mustache. I think
the shaking
you're
stopped.
almost right then, Wins.
It would seem so, but we are yet to be out of danger.
Maybe he
right.
can't handle
Let's
2
hurry.
mustaches. Maybe you're right.
They ran across the
This
hallway,
exit needs the Uranus card too.
Not
straight
the
for the
Uranus
large
card.
metal door. Next to the door was a Uranus card reader.
Hey, Junpei.
Yeah, I know.
It'd go on his forehead like a unibrow.
They slid the key card through and the door rumbled
It's
open.
open. Let's go.
Out of the library and into the hallway they ran. Actually, just being curious. At the end of a hallway was a door. Junpei reached into his pocket to pull out the key as he ran toward it.
Okay, Neptune key. Let's see if you work.
It's an upside down cross sticking out of a butt. He turned
No.
I think it unlocked.
it. The lock clicked. As one, they shoved the door open and poured through it. In front of them was another great metal door. Above it was a metal plaque.
It says incinerator. So
Finally,
this is
we're
the
here.
incinerator.
This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so.
Then there ought to be a lever near the door. Yeah, right here.
Junpei ran up to
Pull
it.
that and the door should open. Got it.
As he spoke, he pulled the lever. By the way, where's the other group? Did they already get out? The motor in the door groaned as it slowly ground open. There was no time to waste. As soon as the door had opened far enough to admit them, all 4 dashed through. Then suddenly, there before them were the 4 who they'd parted from earlier. Ace and Lotus stood in front of the number 9 door. Oh, Santa was curled into a ball against the wall of the incinerator holding his stomach. Then there was June. He sat slumped against the wall, exhausted.
What the hell is going on?
Junpei ran toward June. He skidded to a stop in front of her and knelt down.
Are you okay?
Maybe you should check on the other 2 people. What are they doing right now? Her face was pale and her lips dry. When she spoke, he could barely hear her.
You came to get me.
Of
Who
course
are
I did.
you?
I made a promise.
I'm so glad you're here. So glad.
She mumbled the same words over and over weakly. Junpei could feel his heart
What
breaking.
happened to you?
I'm fine. I just fainted.
Says everybody who's not fine ever.
Very good. I'm feeling a lot better now, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be fine.
This is the moment in that movie where they're like, I just need to rest a little longer. Just close my eyes and then, oh no, they passed away. No! Sad. Rip Bozo. He was looking toward Santa. Junpei turned to look as well.
Santa.
Santa has a very big stomach ache right now. Santa grimaced, his face contorted in pain. Ah, constipation! Seven grabbed him by the collar and roared at him.
Where is it? Where's the gun? You hide it somewhere?
Blah, blah. Despite himself, a grunt of pain escaped Santa's lips as Seven shook him.
I don't have it.
A stomachache.
I got sucker punched and they took the gun.
What?
Sucker punched.
What? Isn't that obvious?
Hongo.
I took the gun.
What the? God! What is wrong with you? Why do we need to keep reusing this image? Oh, fuck you, Ace. Oh. I can't believe it. Deja vu. I feel like we've been in this place before. He did indeed have the revolver in his hand. It was pressed against the Lotus's temple. Ace had her pinned to him with the other arm, and she was shaking visibly. Her fiery attitude was gone, replaced by fear. She didn't dare speak. There was sweat on her forehead, and when her eyes weren't flicking up to the gun pressed against her, They seem to desperately want to say something.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe I ought to say Gentaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, you get him, Seven. Seven's
Imagine,
deep
like, in the
baritone
Scooby-Doo, he
rumbles
pulls
through
off the
walls.
mask.
Oh my god, if Ace pulls off his like mask or something, that's actually someone else. Ace sneered. Oh, I get it. It's the girl that was with them. The girl was Ace this entire time.
At a disadvantage, and I don't like that. You know me, but I don't know you. Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain?
No, not really.
The pain of prosopagnosia, right?
Damn, prosopagnosia, that it hurts a lot more than getting burned in the incinerator, man. Junpei's wish was casual. Or at least it was trying to be.
Another irritation.
Does it add up? What do you mean, Gia? It makes perfect sense.
And how do you know that?
Good question.
Junpei couldn't say. He just knew. Another unexplainable mystery. Oh no, Snake! Ace is like, yeah, I can't recognize people's faces. I'm so sad. Snake is like, I literally cannot see, bitch.
No matter. If you don't want to answer, it makes no difference to me. This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go.
Go where? Behind Ace, Junpei could see the red. It was placed in the small indentation over the wall. Quickly, Ace placed his hand on the scanner.
First is 1. Give me your hand.
Ah! It beeped and he forced Lotus's hand onto it as well.
8. And with this...
Then at last he reached into the pocket of his jacket. He pulled something out and pressed it against the panel. It's the number 9! The third asterisk appeared on the red. The thing he had used for the final verification was the bracelet with the number 9.
Man, Kubota's bracelet.
Yeah,
I
math.
believe I've won this game.
The smirk made Junpei's blood
I've had
boil.
quite a time playing with you. I must thank Xero, I suppose.
Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Xero is.
Junpei's eyes flicked towards Santa. He hadn't moved since they'd entered the room. Santa was holding Junpei wasn't sure if
Yeah?
it was a real pain, but he wasn't sure it wasn't either.
The hell are you?
I had a minor stroke.
This game ends now.
Let me check. No. No. Not at all, Mr. Hongo.
I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending. I suggest you enjoy.
Well, if this isn't the actual like, good true ending, then yeah, it's probably not going to be very pleasant.
Wait!
Ace, of course, paid no heed to Seven's request and laid hold of the lever on the red. With a sickening sense of finality, he pulled it. Fatality!
What? Why isn't it opening?
Oh my god. It's because the actual number 9 is June. Ah!
One more time.
I mean, it worked on the other 9 door.
That's true. Lotus tried to take advantage of Ace's confusion and managed to twist herself out of his grasp, but... Well... At the last second, he grabbed hold of her wrist and shoved it onto the red.
Now
It's a
open!
real nice door was the friends who made the long boy. Yes.
What if that's like the actual point of Xero escape? And the true ending is we all just die together, just being friends. He waved the number 9 bracelet over the red and then his own bracelet as well. He pulled the lever a second time. Oh my god, that's so true, he doesn't have any friends.
Why? The digital root should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
You know, Ace is kind of like Denji. He has no friends. Ace's fear and confusion had overridden all other thoughts. He'd
Ace
set down the
isn't
revolver.
anywhere as good of a boy as Denji.
I mean, if you squint, he kind of looks like Denji. It was just below the red. now.
I'd
Seven
have to
chose
hear
that
him.
moment to act.
I'd have to hear his woof and know to know.
You don't know.
I don't think Ace could do a cute
Ace
wolf like Denji.
has a little demon dog. You don't know. How could you? I'm sorry, Gia. I'm sorry. Sometimes my jokes go overboard. He moved far faster than a man of his bulk should have been able to, and he launched that bulk straight at Ace. Damn. 7 used tackle. It was super effective.
Heck yeah.
It was over before they knew it. Ooh. I unironically really love like Ace's screaming and his little sounds that he makes.
Yeah.
No! How could you ruin my experiment? Gah!
You gotta
blink
love
of
a
an
petty
eye.
villain.
Ace was on the floor. Oh no, now Ace has the stomach ache. He rolled onto his side, groaning in pain. Lotus ran straight for Junpei. She darted around behind him and stuck her head out, making sure to keep Junpei between herself and Ace. Because Junpei is the biggest, strongest man in the room.
Heck yeah.
That was close. Too close. Thank you, Seven.
Don't mention it.
Seven stood over Ace, his breathing slow and
Just
heavy.
one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit.
Oh damn, 7 ate One Punch
Years ago,
Man.
I ought to rip him to pieces.
Now, it's not
If a
that he can't
suspect
take him
can't
down in
talk,
one
they ain't
punch.
much
He
good.
wants to take him down in more than one punch.
Once he's locked up in
Ooh,
a
I
cell,
see.
we're
Consecutive
gonna have a
normal
chat.
punches.
9 years ago? Then you must be...
Wow.
Yeah, you finally figured it out, dumbass.
7 says exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh.
Ace planted his hands on the floor and shook his head. Junpei walked toward him. He stopped and looked down at Ace with pity on his face.
Ace,
I am pitying
you
you.
killed Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Wait, Nijisaki?
Wait a minute. That was the name of the guy I killed? Well, shit. He peered at Junpei, genuinely confused.
Oh, right. You don't know yet. All right, we'll just go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kubota. You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go into door 5 alone. You killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figure it, you had 4 motives. 1. In the Nonary game,
Closing
the number 9
argument.
is
Yeah,
dangerous.
this is the closing argument. Oh no.
Whoever had the 9 bracelet could join
I
whatever team
mean,
they
it
wanted.
says closing argument maybe, but it's
Adding 9
definitely
to
nowhere
number
near the
doesn't
end.
change the digital route. Which means
promise that he's an
whatever
idiot.
they wanted. You wanted to remove that threat as soon as possible. 2. You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself, so that you could make use of its power.
Yes.
In fact, you did use it in the murder of Nijisaki.
Number 9 is very powerful.
Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem. He knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years before. You needed to silence him before he told anyone. 4. But last, and perhaps the most disturbing, you used Kubota as a test. You wanted to know how serious this Nonary game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank? You convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen. That was why you killed Kubota, but he was only the first. Next was Nijisaki.
The 9th man, you know, if you left him alive, he would have murdered everybody. So Ace actually did us a
The
favor.
Nijisaki near the big hospital room.
You can see the crazed look in his
However,
eyes.
because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki. Chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake. That was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake.
No, that's not... That was Nijisaki?
Yeah, Ace.
How did...
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake.
This is a moment where
He's
Junpei
like,
reveals that
"Make a
I
reply
am
monologue."
Zero.
You remembered him because he was the blind kid. But his presence made you think. Snake
He's the
was one of my
blind kid.
subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't
Oh,
he
shit.
saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Xero to get revenge on me.
Yeah, no,
Well-
Ace has prosopagnosia and also just
Whatever the
stupid.
reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat.
Honestly, it's surprising how he's lived up to this point.
Honestly.
That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the red.
Dead.
Verified your own number and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel.
No redemption for you, Ace.
When the door opened, you kicked him in. 9 seconds later, the door closed. And then 81 seconds passed. And poor Nijisaki was dead.
Oh, poor Nijisaki. He only helped work on the Nonary game.
Snake is still alive?
Yeah, he's right there.
But I'm as good as new. Thank you for killing the wrong man. But I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead.
Why, thank you.
Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
I mean, the thing, if it was the real Snake, it would have still failed because he could have just taken his arm.
Ace's self-derision was frustrating. Well, I mean, Ace didn't know about Snake's arm too, so... Dude's he's lacking lots of information. But Junpei kept his emotions in check and continued. Snake also went out like a G in the other route, so yeah, highly respect him.
When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look?
Oh!
I
A
handed
pocket
it to you
watch.
when you left the room. You had been in charge of the Nonary project. Of course you would have known the solution to every puzzle. Which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All you had
What?
to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters.
And then
Musashido
kill the
was there.
Musashido.
Conveniently placed next to him.
Yeah,
was
so
an
he was
axe.
committing murder while you and
Begged you to
Clover
kill
were
him
talking.
with it.
Ah, so when I was flirting with Clover, someone was getting murdered in the other room. I see.
You picked up that axe and buried the blade deep in the other man's chest. One blow was all it took.
I like how Junpei says it. It's like Musashido's just standing there, and then there's an axe right next to him, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm ready for it."
The chart room as if nothing
Someone's probably gonna come into this room, pick up that axe, and kill me.
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
No
No.
reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you
I guess
slipped
Junpei
your
wasn't
hand
tapped into the
through this?
morphogenetic fields at that time.
You pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote. But that wasn't really what you were after. Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket. It wasn't a very good plan. Had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down around you. You must have been desperate. But what made you willing to...
The way
risk it all?
Junpei says that, you must have been desperate.
Ace,
What a stupid idiot. That was the only thing Junpei hadn't been able to figure out.
Musashido's murder is the only one I don't
Your
understand.
plan sucked.
Obviously did it.
That's kind of what Junpei's saying right now, yeah?
Because of this.
Slowly, Ace reached down and pulled something out of his pocket. It was a folded piece of paper.
Just read it.
Something from Xero? Junpei took it and opened it. This was what it said.
Number 1. There are two ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the Nonary game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world. Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please, Xero.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a very gracious person.
When I awoke in that room on D-Deck, I found that in my pocket. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. Was the best I could manage on short notice.
You meant to kill him from the beginning then? Musashido, I mean.
I only knew Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation.
Ah, I
suppose
see.
Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him.
I mean, Xero... It's kind of a genius plan, yeah? Getting Ace to kill off his own colleagues and not Xero himself. Herself? Themselves?
Even though I didn't know who he was.
Itself. Zero's a monster.
I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
Well, Wince, basically, no witnesses. Ace had confessed everything. What energy
They
he
killed him
had
because
left
he's
him.
bloodthirsty.
With the truth that he sagged on his knees. Although he had confessed, his sins were not forgiven. Junpei felt revulsion for the pathetic man on the floor near his feet. But in among the revelation of revulsion, and well, kind of the same thing, yeah, was a hint of pity.
It was a revelation that led to revulsion.
No witnesses for what? Well, Xero gave him 2 options, so I feel like he wasn't going to go for option 2, was confess his sins. He definitely wanted to go for win the Nonary game. Because he's a, piece of shit. So, he's gonna get rid of anybody that could potentially ruin that plan for him.
I wanted to get rid of Musashido if you knew it was him, because you knew who he was and what he had done.
Yeah. I mean,
the same reason he
locking
killed the
Musashido
Ninth Man.
away would have been, yeah. Same reason for the 9th man, yeah. Ace had not been the only person who murdered those 3 men. Junpei spoke quietly.
You figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated.
Yes, so it would seem.
Finally, you realize.
More than a puppet, in many ways. Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared.
Oh no.
The Reds and the large
Ace's conditioning is spreading. Well, I suppose that is the correct term.
There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic.
A very well placed axe, so I should say.
Nijisaki as well. In retrospect,
Yeah, it's like, oh, I guess I was manipulated and killed all my friends. And,
Well, whoops.
oh, schemers.
Oops,
My bad.
I did it again.
this was a trap. It was Zero's trap. And I
You finally realize, you fool!
Yeah.
You've all been dancing in the palm of my hand this entire time.
People and keep the blood off his own hands. All of
Yes.
this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened. Am I right, Santa?
Junpei looked over at Santa. As Junpei spoke, he stood up, his legs still shaky.
What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any.
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki, huh?
Seven's face was sad as he
My
spoke.
memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki, no doubt about it. Never thought
Yeah.
I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the Nonary game this time around was Xero. And Xero's you.
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh?
Santa's smile was sarcastic and something else.
Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one
But
of the
you're not
kids in the
Xero?
Nonary game 9 years ago. I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's one thing. No, I guess there's two things you got wrong. Number one, I ain't Xero.
Yeah.
What? Sure, I was helping Xero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary.
Oh,
But
that's
an
swimming
assistant's
pro.
Only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Xero's orders.
Then, if you're not Xero, who is?
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say two things? You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened.
Yes, you were Xero this entire time. Definitely not the guy named Xero.
But that's not it. Revenge isn't the
That's
only
such a clever
purpose.
disguise, though. Calling yourself wins media.
There's another reason you guys were playing the Nonary game. To save someone.
Save someone?
Right.
Who?
I brought
Alice?
here to help my sister. To save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about?
Ain't that Akane over there?
9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw.
Suddenly, Seven froze. His eyes went as wide as dinner plates and he spun around toward June. Junpei followed his gaze.
What?
Water. Make sure to drink water, guys. It's very important for your health. She was gone.
No, I
Where
am
June had
drinking
been, there was
sugar
nothing.
coffee.
What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki?
I just imagine Survey ordering like a fully like black coffee and then just pouring it like tablespoons of sugar.
No, I ordered a hazelnut iced coffee with extra chocolate syrup.
Oh my goodness. I can't imagine like as an adult just walking up. Yes, extra chocolate syrup.
I'm from Washington. There's way weirder coffee to order here.
Oh really? Damn.
Washington is obsessed with coffee, man. We have a Starbucks every street.
Seven began to mumble to himself. A strange series of words swung together as if his mind wasn't functioning properly. His face was twisted with effort, as though he were struggling with something they couldn't see. He gritted his teeth and pressed his hands against the sides of his head.
Oh, my head. My head. It feels like it's gonna pop.
Seven! What the hell is going on?
Master Illusionist, wait. Akane wasn't there the entire time?
Oh, I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode.
From somewhere far away, they all heard a deep, heavy noise. Yes, his head is going to poop, Wins. It sounded like a tremendous wheel slowly beginning to turn. Cuckoo, welcome to stream. I'm actually doing quite well today. I just woke up, started streaming. Santa seemed to have
I had
entered
work.
an almost trance-like state. His words were calm and measured.
What was the Nonary project?
Are you saying his head has
Already,
explosive
but I'll tell you
diarrhea,
one more
Wins?
time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon.
Morphogenetic fields, bro.
For two organisms to
Morphogenetic.
communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field theory.
We're going to communicate to you, Cuckoo, through the morphogenetic field of what the game is about.
Visible fields to exchange information. That was what this experiment was conducted to determine. There were two separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q.
How very creative of
Children
them.
trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones in the Gigantic. They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the Gigantic.
Just think really hard. That's probably what Ace told them.
The transmitters were put in Building Q.
Like, how am I supposed to know how to send information through a morphogenetic field?
Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed on the Gigantic with the receivers, like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei.
Where what is going?
Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't. Things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nijisaki was killed?
Hey Santa, I have a secret to tell you. I've already played through the other routes.
Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo?
No, I was
What
not,
about
because
the
I
coffin
already
Snake was
knew.
trapped in? How the hell did you open it?
I actually really... I kind of like how it's tied into the game. Where like...
I know.
Oh yeah, you played through the other routes, but in-game it actually has an explanation of morphogenetic fields, bro.
Yeah.
Well, that's...
Yeah, it's just a very nice touch when like games add in any changes that they make or like stuff that the player experiences into the lore. Examples of this that I can think of are like the Final Fantasy XIV lore, where they nuked the old servers and made a realm reborn, added it to the lore. He knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphic field set. It's simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures then? Imagine a river that splits in two, like an upside down
I love this
Y.
voice you're giving this person.
Imagine if this is a Kane. The river flows from the top to the bottom, from a single stream into two branches. It only flows in one direction. Like the band, it can never flow backward. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future, but never flows backward. That's why people at the river's source in the past will never know about those downstream in the future. But the people downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river. But I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am I, the ninth letter of the alphabet. But I am also Zero. No, that's not true. I'm not really Zero. Not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than Zero. Zero is my future. In 9 years, I will be Zero. Whoa, this was me 9 years ago? Yeah, it kind of sounded like that, to be honest with you. I was going through puberty and my voice was really, really fucked up. Where did she go? Why is it on the adventure screen? I can't change it anymore. God damn it. No! Akane! Where did you go?
Santa!
Why is Clover? Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Freeze.
Santa's got the gun. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching.
I imagine that as like a B Christmas movie that's like really just stupid.
Santa's got a gun. He's coming for all you naughty children. Looks like he turned the tables on Ace, though. Wonder how he likes having a gun to his head.
Get up.
Oh, he's grabbing him by the collar. I thought he was like slowly lifting up Ace's chin, like romantically. Sure ain't about to take that gun off him for a minute.
Just start making out.
No, Serby, no! Oh man. Oh, welcome to stream.
Now
Mr.
my head's in the
Fox.
Doujins.
No! Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either. But he just looks drained.
Nero's trying to be actor detectively, and I was told to join him.
I am receiving messages from the mustache. It tells me the answers to the story.
It's the morphogenetic stash.
The morphogenetic stash. These are actually like those antennas. They're sticking out to the side.
This makes sense. You're the receiver and I'm the transmitter.
Oh my god, yeah, it actually does. Kiwi? Who's Kiwi? Kiwi doesn't exist, that's Serby. I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through that door,
Hey,
but...
what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
You can't get through any numbered doors with just 2 people. What the hell is he thinking?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
like
he's
the
about to deliver a birthday present. That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? What the hell does that even mean? Also, why can't I go into the novel screen? Shit, they're out. And then Santa just burns everyone left in here. And now the gate's been shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me as if I have the answers. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be alright. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door still opens.
Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
Well, I guess that answers it.
Oh, you mean we're trapped?
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
But why?
No, you can't be serious.
Oh, but he is. Shit. We gotta do something about it.
Danger, Zero. You need danger.
Danger. Oh yeah, isn't that what they said? We need the danger in order to increase our connection to the morphogenetic fields.
Yeah.
There's the red. Yeah, alright. We can do this. I just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way. Also, question, where the fuck did June go? Was she just an illusion in our mind? Did she never exist to begin with? The 5 of us can't open this
saw
door.
her and the rest are just kind of playing along.
Oh my god. Imagine. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess Junpei did imagine her. Is there any combination that'll work? Yes, what is your question,
Can I borrow
Cuckoo?
your pen and notebook?
Sure, why not? I don't think I'm gonna need them. About to die anyways. Ever again. Oh! What's Santa's role in this game? To be a douchebag, apparently.
He's assisting Zero.
Yes.
You put him up to this, Zero.
But the Zero that's also not me, because I am the Zero that has yet to become Zero.
Your eye?
Yeah, I'm I, the ninth letter of the alphabet. Oh, well, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations. A lot of them. Deviant art? Right now, Clover? God damn it. Huh? Ah, man, she doesn't look very happy. But hey, no need to be ripping pages out like that. Yeah, I took inspiration from you, Mr. Fox.
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me
Jeez!
that.
Give me that.
Alright, at least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing. Let's see. Quick maths.
What?
Ah,
And there's no other way?
Lotus. Looks like she'd figured it out, though. Man, this is just too cruel.
It's okay. Go.
No! We can't leave the waifu here! No! Oh!
Lotus.
Wait, how was Ace screaming? Gah! There we go.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Oh, don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
You only need one more person, so it's just gonna be you and me, Mr. Fox. That's one hell of a good game. No, I would not love to get rid of you. I would very much love to keep you. Whoa, where the hell did that come from? Looks like she expected that about as much as I did.
If you're not... Look, it'd be bad, alright?
We'd have no fan service. Or a copy sure doesn't have much confidence.
That wins.
Bad?
I mean, YouTube doesn't know what it is, so it's just like, wait a minute, could it be?
Yeah. If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Aww. Sam was just a big softie.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
I'll probably join in later, Mr. Fox, as like a surprise character doing a cameo.
Me too.
You didn't honestly think I'd abandon you, did you?
You're all idiots.
Aww. Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
I ship him too.
Huh? Why?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace? I couldn't see exactly.
No, I know, it's the auto mod that holds it for the weirdest things.
What he was attempting to do earlier at the Red.
Oh, yeah.
No! What is this? Why? The digital route should be 9! It has to be 9!
Why?
Why? Why isn't it opening?
Why?
Just to see, why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot.
Yes, that.
But what if the
I
number
said.
9 door is an upside down 6? Kind of ironic that the Automod censored that too.
Oh, he knew it would because he said fuck.
You were right.
Fuck.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
Shit. If we can't get through the door, we can't get out. Oh, astute thinking, Junpei. The walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we could get to that hole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. All we can do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it. I guess this is it. This is the end. No. I was watching you.
Unless it changed the name.
Akane Vision? What is this? Ugh.
This is what the novel mode always was.
Wait, so you're saying that they locked us out of novel mode because we weren't in Akane vision? What?
Every time you were reading the novel mode, all the narration wasn't Junpei, it was Akane. Like, unless it was from Junpei.
Wow. Well, that's cool. What was he talk about? They're like using the game mechanics as like part of the story. That's nice.
Yeah, it was nicer on the DS because this was on the bottom screen. So you didn't have to like have them together. You'd have both.
Yeah. What's the plot of the game?
You're kind of coming in at the end, Cuckoo.
Well, I mean, to explain it, it's kind of like I guess it's an escape room game where we've been captured by this guy named Xero, and we have to escape from the ship that we're on before a certain time, or else we're going to sink and all die. But there have been several other plot points, including like actually like morphogenetic fields where you can send information from one person to another without even speaking, like telepathy. And then there's this whole thing about like the Nonary game and the number 9, figuring out digital roots. It's a lot to explain here. Xero, do you play poker? No, I do not. Should probably lead to the spoilers. We're at the end. Yeah. I mean, if you don't want to be spoiled and you want to like catch up to the entire story as it is, there's the VODs that are still left on the channel. Or I mean, if you don't mind it, you can do a quick read up on like the wiki or something.
That might confuse you more.
Actually, yeah. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums, I heard. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. Oh yeah, wait a minute. This is Akane vision. Give me a second. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine.
Oh, no.
My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Oh. Through the morphic field set, we were resonant and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time I was an observer. Oh. It started with a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder, like the clap of ass cheeks. That was approximately 9 hours ago.
Mouse.
A bomb had gone off on the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him, and we became one. I was inside of Junpei. Somehow, I found myself in Junpei's mind.
The child don't think that way.
9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once. One was the present, and the other was the future. Perhaps you could think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time. It's like split-screen movies. Except they removed that from the new Halo game. Why? Eventually it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. Yeah, that's kind of what you do when you're looking at one side of the split screen, yeah. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me. Who are these children? Who are you? Who is she? Why can't I figure it out? Come on, over here! That was my brother Roy. He was yelling all of that Santa's voice. Come on, over here, boys! I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age. We ran down a long, straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. I hate children. I will say this right here and right now.
Everyone was arguing. Two of the boys got in a fist fight. A girl watching them began to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the shit out of the crying girl and glared down at her. It has been 2 hours since the Nonary game began. We're starting to
They
fall
move way
apart.
faster than us.
Actually, yeah. The kids are better at us than at this game than we are. God damn it.
But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking.
Light Yagami? What?
He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him Snake.
Hello? Everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down and we gathered around him.
Sister, she is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
Well, thank you for telling us about your sister. That was very informative. As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket.
I like how that just went right over your head.
Yes, it did. Can you explain?
Clover's real name is Clover.
Well, I mean, yeah.
She didn't choose a code name. She just went with her real name.
I mean, that's pretty smart, right? You hide the secrets in plain sight.
I know. It's beautiful.
Cloverfield and Lightfield. Oh, man.
In his hand were 9 4-leaf clovers.
Oh, and that's why when we gave the clover to Clover, she was like, Clover, Clover.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already.
That's
told
why you should never go out and pick clovers, kids.
For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is, well, it is difficult.
Well, yeah. How did you?
It's a great deal to me, and I hope that
He
these
felt
will show
them.
her.
He
how
felt
much you
every
care for
clover
her.
in the field.
Like, he goes into a giant field of clovers and he feels every single one of them?
Since
What the?
it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with.
Those are their actual names? What?
For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another.
And did you know in the 5th clover there's a demon?
All 3 of those to heart.
At least that's what Black Clover taught me.
That good luck will come our way. Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck?
And in the 5th, a
Words are
demon.
words. So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
I could be. I'm all luring you to hit the like button and subscribe so that we may take over this world for all demonkind.
He gave a clover to each of us. I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Never forget. So long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
I'm not
When
a
he
demon, I'm a
finished,
fish.
the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm. Oh, calm. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. But then... Oh no, but then the incinerator happened. We before long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel.
Who are you? Why? God damn it. You weren't kidding about the number 9? Yeah, it's super
the
important.
number 9 comes up a lot.
For some reason, this room had another number 9, but this time, it was the only one. What if there was only one door? That meant only 5 people could escape.
Why are you not doing this ending last? I don't know what is the right or wrong ending, man. I just went down this route because it looked short. And then it extended. Like this? How was I supposed to know?
We're gonna go back and get the other one. Don't worry.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors.
Just for funsies.
We began to
I
panic.
could tell him and be like, no, don't go down this one just yet. Go down the other one.
I mean, well, I thought that the other one was the right way, so like I should get the other ones before going down that way, since this one seemed like a very small stump. But no.
And as if things had not gotten bad enough already. Oh no!
Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic
I mean, this one does too, just not as many.
18 minutes.
Xero just happened to get every key in the order that he needed to get this ending. He missed the one that he could.
Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
What?
The rest of the stream, I'll probably just do it for a guy.
What did that thing say?
You could keep your $1, Mr. Fox.
That didn't sound good.
My brother, a voice swallowed hard and
I
answered.
think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
Oh shit, Mr. Fox, you can't say that.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna. The Automat's right on this one.
Oh my god, Mr. Fox, what the fuck?
The voice said that the incineration is about to start, and incinerate means to burn.
Yeah, that's what incinerate means, yes.
Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, high up on the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. He was huge, frightening mountain of a man, as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him 7.
Don't worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective.
I think that was just a bad joke.
Yeah, just wait like a few more 1,000 years, Mr. Fox, and you'll be fine. Stream is lagging? Oh no. It seems okay on my end. I don't know what I can do to help ya. Human meat tastes like chicken. Oh god. What is wrong with that chat today?
I don't know. You guys are worrying me a little bit.
I mean, doesn't everything kind of taste like chicken? Because chicken doesn't taste like anything.
The rest happened just like 7 had said it did. The 4 of us who had stayed behind were saved by 7. We crawled through the vent away from the incinerator and slid down into the hall. We came out on the other side of the door. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. I call them Dumbledore. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother, Aoi, Snake, and 7. Who is Nona?
The Nonary game? Xero? Whoa! Who's Nona?
Nona's the girl that you are trying to figure out who she is.
Yeah, I know. But who is she? Oh.
The other children, the ones who'd gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead.
And I think it
cheering
tells
each
you who
other
she is
on.
in the one route he didn't do.
Yeah, I didn't know. How was I supposed to know that I got the true ending?
We'll go back. You'll figure it out when we go back.
We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the
Yeah,
rest.
we're gonna keep it a mystery once.
Nona had slowed
Let
them
him suffer in it.
down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulders from time to time to see if they had caught up. That was when I realized.
Oh, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
What? I knew I'd had it with me when we passed through the vent.
Then had I dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back. I had to.
Not really. You could just buy him another present.
But I knew I could have
I
told the
think
others.
you have this backwards.
What am I not understanding again? Tell me, mustache, tell me.
It's not a present from her to him. It was a present from him to her.
Just tell Jumpy to give you another present then. Make it out of here alive, please. Please, what are the priorities on these kids, man?
Almost
Man.
like it's a child. Doesn't think, not smart.
Very dumb, yes. Deserved death.
Oh, that would stop me.
There's a
I'm
lot
sure
of drama with
that.
a lot of YouTubers right now, Fox. Always
Oh
is.
god.
I don't care enough to keep up with any of them.
It's always happening, Mr. Fox. It's just everywhere. Anywhere. Twitch streamers, YouTubers, everyone.
I didn't stop to think. I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me, up the staircase.
I can't imagine June hiding in the shadows like an assassin ready to jump out.
I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically.
There it is.
It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent.
Wait, does this mean that involuntarily, Junpei is the reason why Akane died? If you hadn't
that's
given
bold to
her a
pin the blame
birthday
on him.
present, she wouldn't have died. So, guys, before you give someone a birthday present, please think of the consequences. They could die from it.
I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back towards the stairs and freedom.
Hey, here's Ace.
Later,
You gonna
Fox.
go to sleep? See you later. Have a good night's sleep, Mr. Fox.
The door to the incinerator opened, and a man stepped out. It was Hongo. Gentaro Hongo. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back.
Oh my god.
His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if
What is
someone had
now?
simply pulled up the corners of its mouth. It's all
Come
inside.
with me. Let us continue the experiment.
There's no need to, Mr. Fox. It's okay. Just watch up until where you can. I'm just glad that you popped in. Said hello.
Yeah,
I shook my
Bobs
head.
are always gonna be there.
Eyes wide. Oh, slowly I began to walk backwards. Oh no, Vince! How could you say such a thing? But goodbye. One step, 2 steps, 3 steps. And I
Later,
spun
Winch.
around and broke into a run. I felt Hongo's hands close over my left wrist.
I said,
No! There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. It appeared very prevalently on his face. I pulled as hard as I could.
Stop! Let go of me! Let go!
Can I actually do that voice?
Let go of me! Let go! Oh, I
No.
shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongo to let go of me. Oh, but I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongo.
struggling, goddammit. Do as
Good night, Mr. Fox.
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator.
It would be really funny though if like Akane was able to wrestle her way out of Ace's grasp. So he's not just like his prospect doja, he's also dumb. He's also weak too.
And suddenly, the door to the stairs flew open, and my brother burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake. He cried my name again as he leapt toward Hongo. I cried out, but then
You're too late, idiot.
Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator.
How did Hongo escape?
The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the open number 9. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, his fists clenched. But those fists never reached Hongo.
With the cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the door. Staff only door? Yeah, Kata couldn't go through it because it said staff only. Rip.
There's the one in and the one out. There's 2 doors.
He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all, and walked past me as though I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, the 2 other doors slid shut as well. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran toward the door with the number 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice. Ah yes, my throat was already raw. That's why my voice is like this now. But I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
I think I'm trapped in here.
You should escape.
Hongo!
He went out the other door.
What?
Then it started again.
I'll be right back. I gotta do something real fast.
Naruhodo.
Incineration will begin.
Junpei vision. Oh.
18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Holy shit! Man, I knew what I was gonna say, but that is one hell of a creepy voice, man.
I knew it.
It's starting.
Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
Wait, can I actually change it? No, I can't.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any
Oh yeah,
sense.
Lotus doesn't know anything. Oh, poor Lotus.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise. I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
you know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn.
Yeah, we know
What idiot
that.
do you think I am? I know what incinerate
Oh my
means.
god.
Well, god damn it. Okay,
I did
fine.
put my wet laundry in the dryer. Hopefully it's not too loud.
Yeah, I don't hear it.
Cool.
But Clover just said that incinerate means burn. Does that mean that she's receiving the transmission from the past, or is she just dumb?
I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
Wow. Okay, Lotus, I'll do just that.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
Yes.
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because he was
Because
here.
I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus ain't happy about that. Can't really blame her. You know, burning to death? Wait. The floor. It's moving. What? What else can I say about it, but...
What the hell is that?
What is that?
What else could I say? The floor opened.
And a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least it kinda did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a crotch-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off, even as more took their place, and forced myself forward. Like, I bet you, anybody that escapes this ordeal alive, whenever they hear the number 9, they're just gonna flinch. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face, staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. And I told myself to man the fuck up, and I turned into Junpei. I'm looking kind of freaked out, man. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright, buddy? Everything's gonna be okay. Ah! Man, I wish that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
Alright, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
Move your ass, says Lotus. Lotus is the computer nerd. Gah! Hey, we're all tense, lady. That doesn't mean you get to shout people around. What is your problem? I'm calling your manager.
Screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Smack it? Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that'll... Oh! Huh. Well, at least it's on now. It's on the screen, though.
What is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
I hope to God that Akane solved this and she's gonna send her missions through time and space. Got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8. Actually, how many times have you said that this stream? Or rather, how many times have you said that I've had it backward the entire game? Hmm? Can we have like a command, like a exclamation point backwards? Yeah. Man, we have to solve it for her? Oh man, how ungrateful.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle...
You gotta be her online walkthrough.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We can hope, right?
Well, I'm gonna quickly search up and I'll like walk through myself in a minute here.
Okay, I'll transmit it to you.
How do you work? Aw man, that goddamn voice again. Eating jazz with toast? Pretty tasty. Just like Denji is right now.
13 minutes.
Shit, 13? Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's about to pop.
My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him.
Is this gonna be like a Your Name kind of plot? Where we save the girl in the past in order to marry her in the future?
I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them, and I heard a voice.
What are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face. A frighteningly evil face.
It was Hongo. How long had he been watching me?
Don't know what to do.
Could you tell me? He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just
Oh!
the puzzle on that machine.
Thank you? Ah, yes, so that's what I was supposed to do. His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious beast. I bit my lip and glared at Congo, struggling to hold back hot tears. This is a very true statement.
How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? And that's not very nice.
This is a false statement.
Right there. I don't use tricks or play dirty.
This is an even more false statement.
I've even left you a way out.
I mean, that part is kinda true, I guess.
All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
You sure about that?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red?
Then I remembered. Before Hongo left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red.
So you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1 and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
6? I looked down at my left hand. The face on my bracelets showed a 5. Well, ran to the door with the number 9 on it. I grabbed the red and put my hand against the scatter panel. Nothing. Nothing.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
Yeah, not really. I hear Hongo's muffled voice from across the room.
Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of...
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys.
I think Survey knows, though.
Yeah, I know that actually a little too well.
Oh my god, what are the chances?
Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't! I don't know how!
Use the morphogenetic fields, girl.
Understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the
Oh
solution.
my god, he actually said it.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll
I mean,
burn alive.
Hongo is an idiot because he doesn't realize that her brother is here and not where he's supposed to be.
Yeah,
Actually,
his
it's
brother.
backwards. She was supposed to be in Q.
Painful.
Now you're backwards too? Oh my god. Revelations. You don't have to imagine, Hongo. In the future timeline, you were burning in there. His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Begin in 10 minutes.
I was crying, great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow, I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
I just can't. There's no way. I can't figure this out.
What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating, and my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot, so hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself to pieces. Oh my god, find a way out. No! Seek a way out!
Seek a way out, yeah.
I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. You know, if you didn't go back to get it, you wouldn't even be here, girl. I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me! Jumpy! Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy!
I think Kiwi's not here.
Jumpy! Please! Help me! Jumpy!
Oh, whoa!
Akane?
I'm getting visions from the morphogenetic field.
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Seven and Lotus don't understand. They just don't understand. Oh, I'm talking to my online GF, okay? And then Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here. Maybe over there.
Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
Fuck! Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her. Man, she's probably going through a tunnel right now.
You get the shit signal here.
Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy!
I spun around.
I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course. But I heard it so clearly. Like he was right there. I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy! Akane!
That's her. She's there.
Yeah.
And that means...
Akane!
I think I'm supposed to be very emotional right now. And be like super shocked. But I'm sorry that I'm not feeling those things. I'm just feeling very giddy right now. Are you in an incinerator right now?
Yes, I am! How did you know?
Well, I think we should skip the explanations. We only have 10 minutes left to solve the puzzle.
I couldn't believe that he knew that.
Now I understand what Santa meant.
There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
To change the past. I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Well,
Jumpy, we don't have time!
yes, no explanations, please. We need to do this. As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it!
And I do. I get everything now. I understand everything. At last, I finally understand what all of it means. I now know why the Nonary game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. The only thing I don't know, who's this Nona girl? I don't think I'm supposed to be here. All this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane! I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is... Cuckoo! I don't understand anything. Actually, I'm almost right there with you at this point. We're missing one round. No. Xero is Akane Kurashiki.
Literally the only thing you're missing is the girl's identity. It really doesn't matter.
Okay. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. I must save her, no matter what. I don't understand one thing. If Akane is Xero, then how is Akane here as Xero? Shouldn't she be dead?
6 minutes.
The voice reminded me of how much time I had left.
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, all right? I promise I'll get you out of there.
Like, Snake and Lotus are just standing there staring at this man talking to himself.
I promise. So don't worry.
He's probably lost it since he's like about to die. So yeah, it's understandable. Okay. That sounds like a very much like a QE line. My voice shook as I answered. Just the way that she said it, like with the huge lack of confidence at the end there.
Yeah.
It was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him. But I'm still a child. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Gotta solve me another puzzle. Snake talking to them or something? Whatever. Don't matter. Get out of my way. Move, bitch. Get out the way.
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lotus. I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. Kinda like all of our lives, yeah? I'll apologize later, alright? Now let's have a look at this thing. We got numbers all over this grid, and I think the panels are out of order? So we just need to switch these out. Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try it.
Think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
With my own mind. Immediately opens a walkthrough on the side. Seek a way out. Stuff. Oh! What? Okay, let's see here. One cannot be moved. So that's probably the hugest hint here. 9 and 19. 8. 27. 29. What? Nine on 10, 9, 19, 8. Seven, it's 27. Oh, honestly, I don't blame you, Cuckoo. I have no idea, man. I'm guessing that the letters are supposed to be like the base 16 sort of stuff. Since there's a W, it's probably a lot more. But how am I... Also... Okay, well, thank you, game. When I press hit, numbers appear to the empty spots on the grid. They're all single digits. I get the feeling the numbers change when I switch out the yellow squares. But this square at the bottom
Why does it stay blank when I press hint? This? Wait. I thought that the bottom we were supposed to swap in the things on the bottom, but no. Maybe I keep pressing the hint button. Looks like I can turn them on and off. There's something special meaning to there being two modes? What could it mean? When I flip the hint off. Yes. Yes. Maybe I need to make all the numbers in the squares the same. What?
You can't change the yellow tiles from the hint on, I think.
Okay. If I switch out a yellow square, the numbers that show up in the hint change too. Looks like the numbers are affected by the adjacent squares. Oh, is it like the numbers in the middle are the digital roots? Let me check. 8, 6, 1, 3, 4, 10, 18. Yeah, it is. 8, 7, 3, 10, 18, 9. Yeah. Okay. The hint increases by 2. I bet the hint just adds the surrounding numbers. So I guess I'm supposed to match all of them. Probably make all of them 9, I'm guessing. But wait, what about what about the number on the bottom here?
I can't see your mouse, so I don't.
10. 3.
Why did Streamlabs time out Chia?
Sometimes when you type in a dot, that's right next to a word or a letter, it's going to think that it's a link.
Oops.
10, 11, 3, 14. God damn it, what was S?
I like Streamlabs timed you out for 1 second. At least it was a mild punishment.
15. G. I. A.
Funny, they actually changed this puzzle for the Nonary games version versus the DS version.
Why?
I don't know. On the DS, it was pretty much just Sudoku.
B. 2, 5, 7, 0. Oh man, big brain.
You're trying to figure out what the letters are?
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing that the letters are like the roots, right?
They're base,
wait, no,
yeah.
not root, base 16, yeah. Oh, well, not 16, but for the entire alphabet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just doing maths here on my notepad.
Mace.
7, 1, 6, 8, 13, 11, 8. I hope I didn't add this wrong, but the number on the bottom is 91. I would have expected it to be 90, but did I fuck up somewhere?
Why would that number matter?
I'm just
I'm trying to find every solution. It could be possible that I have to like make things add up to that, but yeah, I guess not. Right, let me try and figure this out. This one's already okay, so we should be switching stuff out here. 8, 3, and R. That equals a digital root of 2. If we were actually in the incinerator, we'd be dead.
Yes.
Like, how is anybody supposed to figure this out within 6 minutes? They have to be a fucking genius.
It's not that hard of a puzzle.
Well, it is hard for me. My mustache isn't telling me much.
I mean,
7,
you know what
30.
words the letters are, or numbers?
Yeah, I wrote them all down just a second ago.
And just start putting pieces in, see what they do.
Let's see here. 11. It's 2. Okay. So if I swap out in 3s to 11 to make it 9, I would need another 8. Yeah. Well, why can I not put it back in? I can't swap them.
Don't know what you're trying to do. I can't see your mouse.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to swap this 8 over to where R is.
You have to go to your bench first.
Ah, I see. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Two, 11. Yeah, no. I'm surprised that it took you this long to notice the mustaches. There we go. Alright. What number do I need for this? Oh, this is tough. I keep clicking. Maybe. Oh, wait a
Brute
minute.
force mode activated.
All right. 2. Oh, man. I need to section it off to the top left corner so that it doesn't become too complicated here. 4. The reason why it's 4 is because 11, 19, 3, 22. Yeah. Can I change over here to make them 9? 1. Now I have to change this. Oh. I don't think that's a solution though, sadly.
Okay. You have a letter on the board that equals 5?
Is W? Wait, what? Up to the top, I just need to make all the digital roots the same. But what number? Switching out a yellow square affects all hint squares around it. But one square doesn't get a hint number. The 9th spot at the bottom. Only this one stays blank. Maybe a fixed number goes inside. So the 9th square has a different rule. If only I knew what number goes here. Password? What? Wait, do I have to... do I have to spell it out by swapping in stuff? Oh my god. I don't know, I guess I could try. Wait, is it password? P-A-S-S-W-O-R-D. Yeah, it is. I'll try and see it, how it goes. Man, but I hope that I remember where everything's supposed to go now. Why can't I just move them? Oh yeah. Yeah. This one deserves a screenshot. There we go. Okay, put it on this screen. Okay. Shit. Holy balls. No.
It sets for woe. Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Eight. 7. And then I replace the 8 with W. To put the O in there somewhere. And I replace the 3 with the O. Replace the 7 with the 7 with the 8. Then I replace the 8 with the R. And replace the 3 with the D.
Woo!
Yes!
Like a brain.
Oh my god. Oh man. What?
Enter the password.
1, 2, 3, 4?
Wrong number. Think about it.
Oh. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 equals 8? Is that your final answer? Achievement unlocked? Yo.
Akane, did you get it?
Yes, I did. I solved it. I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did.
Oh my god, I hope you didn't copy me everything that I did. Oh god.
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay.
I mean, Gio, we all know that I'm a genius at math, so that was pretty easy. I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed.
Let's go!
Has been disabled.
Also, master over here.
It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
I do have to comment though that I like how the final puzzles build upon the basics that they gave us from the previous puzzles. Unlike some game designs nowadays where it's just some sort of BS at the end as the final boss. This one at least makes a lot of sense with the progression of the game.
We've been
Tears
teaching
rolled
you.
down my face as I cried out to
You
him,
had all the tools.
but they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. Hell yeah, dude. It only took us 20 minutes with the 6 minutes that we had left to solve it, but hey. At the same time, what strength I'd had left disappeared and I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst.
Whew.
Where are we, by the way? Almost there, baby. I'll try to finish it for this stream.
Nice.
Can't quite believe I did that, but I am so glad. So glad. I feel
I'm
like
so
my heart's on
glad.
fire. Don't know how to spell password. Rip. Oh no, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. I need to tell Akane.
But things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Hang up?
Oh, of course, that's fine.
How do you hang up a morphogenetic field transmission? Like what? I hope the tears from my eyes nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were the 2 bracelets Hongo had left behind.
Now.
Well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Okay.
Shut it.
Right, okay, so maybe they do have a reason to be pissed off. Like, I mean, so what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing holding me back now. Here goes. Wait.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
Oh.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping. What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
What? Okay. Maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again. And again. And again. Okay. That's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? I got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait. Of course. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then, does door 9? No, that's it. That number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way.
What?
Seek a door that...
Holy shit! Are you telling me that the real number 9 was the friends we made along the way? Of course! Then we just have to put the right number into the red and...
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Wait, well, Wince was a joke? What the fuck? Oh shit, man!
You
Don't have much
realize what it
time.
is? No,
Man,
Xero.
I sure hope they can just trust me on this one, or we are all fucked. Well, I mean, let me see. If we add all the... Is it like 5? Let me check. Snake plus Clover, 6 plus Junpei, 11, 7, 18, Booba, 26, no wait, 8?
Quick! Verify
What?
your
I
numbers
told
on the
you it
red.
was 8.
Why?
I did that math for you already.
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Hurry, hurry, hurry!
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6,
But why is it 8?
Why is it 8?
3,
Because it's the most convenient number for all of us to get out of here?
Central
Come
key
on.
has been
999 isn't that?
Incineration system has been reset.
What do you mean? 999, 18,
I'm sure
27.
Junpei will tell you the answer.
9 times 3 is 27.
What?
Well, I was like, oh wait, is it the digital root of 999? But no, 999 just adds to 9.
Hurry! We've only got 9.
The game has given you everything you need to know.
Good thing Zero's bad at this type of math. That's true.
Just in time.
And there goes the door.
No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. You still gotta find the dead.
Shit. Looks like we made it, huh?
Ah, yeah. Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head warily. I just want to take a nap, but
Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But nothing. She didn't make it. Imagine if Ace is just standing at the other side. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Ahoy! Ahoy! I cried his name even though my voice was almost gone from screaming and leapt into his arms. This is a very different past.
Akane!
I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there, I felt like a miracle. And felt the warmth of another human body in what had seemed like an eternity. And this is where she dies because she didn't go to the dead. The bracelet blows up. Oh man. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever, but I couldn't. Oh, well thank God you noticed. The moment I passed through the door, my bracelet had begun the countdown to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. Spotted the dead only a short distance away. Took me a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. Left the ones Hongo had dropped on the scanner panel.
Imagine if she had forgot to grab those.
Oh my goodness, and the door already closed behind her. And she just stands there just waiting to die. Oh my god.
It'd be even worse, honestly.
The worst death in the incinerator. I took a deep breath and looked around again. 7 does look like a Yakuza. I mean, I guess that's kind of good, because then he can be an undercover cop Yakuza. The huge detective who we'd call 7 in 9 years, and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. How's he looking at you? I mean, I guess he wasn't blind then, I suppose. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
Let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
True. Oh, I was right. It was time we got moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiraling stairs to freedom. Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Is 7 talking?
What's all this
Can I
fake
ask you
air?
something?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital root 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Oh, wow, Lotus hasn't figured it out. What a dumbass.
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
That's pretty based.
Yeah. What are the two numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Then how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11,
Yes?
C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base
Okay.
27? Well, the numerical digits are the same. So I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16,
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19.
K is 20, L is 21, M is 22.
N is 23, O is 24.
I.
E is 25.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and what comes after that?
Oh my goodness.
Q.
Holy shit!
And what does that mean?
That wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q! A fucking lowercase Q!
What the fuck?
I guess to put it another way, say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
Can't even, man. What is this shit? God, my thighs are killing me. I swear any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell in my body is dying for air. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest? No, can't stop. Don't have the time! Come on, legs, there can't be many more of these steps left. Let's run, run, run like a bullet down a rifle's barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like we're running along the back of a
I like
giant
the
coiled
motion blur
dragon.
on Lotus's boobs.
They're part of the censorship.
Imagine how much they'd be bouncing though.
True. I'll definitely go and imagine that. Yeah. Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together. You're almost there.
I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes. We're
Yes.
finally here.
Please.
For the love
do.
of God, please open it.
Sure, you look like a big heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. Oh my god, this is something that Junpei will like say to his ex.
Oh no.
But even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and the Kame. It is something he would say to his ex. Oh my god. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now. Get out the way. I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us had been kidnapped.
The huge detective.
We're finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the
The
distant
yellow
horizon,
blazer is a bold choice.
we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. You know, 7 should have like a yellow lipstick and yellow eyeliner too. I think that'd be good. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves.
He's
like,
taking Banana as his fashion inspiration.
What was it? Was her name Reiko, I think? From Pretty Boy Detective Club?
Yeah, that fit her so
Ray.
much.
It's just Ray.
Ray? Just Ray? Yeah. Ahoy whispered.
Yeah.
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. Also, by the way, how does 7 know which way to go? This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. Honestly, Cuckoo, I think this is the true ending. I think I literally got the true ending before finishing all the other routes. So, welcome to the finale, Cuckoo. I hope you enjoyed your time watching Xeroscape. Yes! Finally! Air! God! Oh. Damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. Oh, I gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait a minute.
No way.
We're in building Q? You have gotta be shitting me.
Not like the gigantic didn't sink 9 years ago.
Nani?
I like that the building is boat shaped though.
Yeah, it's very
Building
realistic.
in the Nevada desert.
The mock experiment building.
Oh my god.
Oh
This
my
whole time we were
god.
building Q.
You.
Sure enough, that's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I honestly wish my dad would say this, but no.
Oh.
Anyways, I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh. Did I just hear something fall? No, Cuckoo, not you too. Right, our bracelets. I guess I've never really gotten a good look at the underside of one of those. Let's see what's inside of ya. Just a little electronic chip, like in an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. What?
The only time one of these characters died is if someone killed them.
Figures.
Akane.
So wait, you're saying that the guy that blew up because of Ace blew up because of some other reason, or did Xero put a bomb on them?
One of the characters that aren't one of those four.
One of the characters that aren't one of those four. Oh, okay, I see. Hey. Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. Let me see. Who was it? Is that it?
There's one thing you have to do before we end. There is
Okay.
a little bit more.
Okay. Oh man. What happened to Santa and Ace? Where'd they go? Who's the girl who's Noda? Who is she? Where is Alice? Oh man. I mean, I'm still not done playing the game, but I guess I'll have to give my thoughts since it's kind of the finale.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, you can wait to have your thoughts until you do this next bit.
Okay. My thoughts can wait. Calm down, thoughts. There is no need of you.
Be gone, thoughts.
Oh man. There were so many twists and turns, man. And the fact that I was so bad at math just... Wait, what is that picture from? The other route, I'm guessing?
Ending you didn't get, yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's what you're missing is the backstory of on the doll that she went back for, and the girl who ended up. None of them matter, which is why you could get the true ending without getting that.
I see. Oh well.
Oh, maybe that's here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just the girl in the other ending. I don't remember it.
Really? Yeah. You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school. Dumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly set. He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first. Oh my goodness! What happened to you?
Kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
Dumpy grinned and lied. Ah.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 easily.
Are any of us okay?
That's crazy.
5?
Yeah, but
What?
I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
The only fight that's fair is a one-on-one fight. Any professional fighter would run away from a 2-on-1 fight. Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building, keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. How convenient! Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in, now here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed into the backseat here. Still can't believe we let her drive. What the fuck? We're gonna die! We're all gonna die!
It's so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
Clover, please slow down.
Watch those bumps, all right?
Yes, please.
A little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, all right? Suck it up.
Seven's just big boned.
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
Yeah.
Oh my, Clover does?
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up.
I mean, I'd rather be squished up against Lotus, but...
Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and Junior in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got
What?
to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing.
Oh shit! Here we go again! God damn it, she doesn't have to drive so fast! Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust. It was a couple of hours after we run into that junior high. They've been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kid in gasoline. What the fuck is wrong with you people? The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them furious.
What the hell are you doing?
What the? Then he jumped on them. We quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. Caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Officer, please, you have to come with me.
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy, sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big, swelling lumps. Poor kid, man. Just trying to do the right thing. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth, where a tooth had fallen out. Oh! At least it's your baby teeth.
Yeah, I guess I could have.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Yeah, I'm sure you beat him up real good, man.
What they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester.
Murders?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pluck some grass from the ground and toss it into the wind. What? These kids are fucked up.
What elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same.
What is building Q? Ah, okay, so to explain it a little, there were two places where they held this kind of game, the Nonary game. One was on the ship, in the past. One was on the ship called the Gigantic, which is the sister ship of the Titanic, and another site was held in a building Q, which was in the middle of the Nevada desert. Both sites were exactly the same, and they wanted to kind of test to see if people from one site could send information to people on the other site of like how they were able to solve the puzzles and whatnot. And
Yeah,
that's
they
what
had
their test was
The
about.
pairs of kids, the one that could transmit through the field and the one that could receive. And so the kids in Q was to send the information to the kids on the ship because the ship was sinking and they were gonna die.
Yeah.
Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do.
Well, I guess I should say Kentaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary project? Anybody?
Morphogenetic fields, man.
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Well, yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
Yeah, he is. Still tied up. I'm assuming with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty, no emotion. It looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore.
Listening to us?
Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
You could at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought if I could
What?
to access the morphic field set.
You did all this just so you could see someone's face? What is wrong with you?
Peering into people's minds. You could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes. If you want to put it simply, but if you are looking for a more...
I am so disappointed in you.
I can supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness...
I think you should shut up. I think that's enough out of you, pal. Thank you, Junpei. Time for the tape to go back on.
So what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Yeah, like who's Nona? Well, somebody's a little nosy.
Doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal
Oh,
with
that too. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, you see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own. I catch him when he finally slipped up. During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Considering that I see her character design in the next game that we're going to play, I think so. Sounds like Hongo has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you talk. But you better behave.
What?
Alice doesn't exist.
But she does! She's in the next game! What are you talking about?
I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae. I was able to extract...
I don't think you'd have to do much research to think that it was a mandragora.
I used that extract to create Sobor. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Ah, so that's what you used to make it. Shit, this is gonna go on forever. Dave's going back on, Hongo. Junpei a savage, man. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride.
Here, this is for you.
What's this?
The doll?
This is a for you doll. His name is Junpei.
Dumpy pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm toward me. In his hand was a doll made of yarn small enough to fit in his palm.
Are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, so that means it's for you, right?
Oh my god, Dumpy.
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Oh, she found out, oh god.
What? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then.
Yeah, dude,
Giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
Well, you know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much?
After June, no, my
I mean,
heart.
we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd, you know,
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June then?
Okay.
Oh my god.
So, I wanted to give you this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Not really. He sounds like an adult version of Junpei.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe. So I give this.
I know what you're thinking, Chia. I'm thinking it as well.
So we always together.
Oh, Jumpy.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take.
You know, when boys are like having trouble speaking to girls, we just revert to caveman speak. I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently.
Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell onto June's tiny yarn body.
Oh, Jumpy. I'll never forget you. I promise.
Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and said just 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of evening. Just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. Not really. You're kinda social distancing just a tad bit. The sun set and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one, the lights of the town began to flicker on. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic. But she's still alive now as June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean that there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or wait, maybe that's not it at all. There is one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No. No way. He couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there! There's somebody next to the road. Huh?
What?
That looks like a leg. What the? It is! She's here! It's Alice! Damn, that booty though. The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. Why is she here? You're supposed to be in the next game.
I mean, the games definitely aren't connected. Definitely
Achievement
not at
unlocked.
all.
Don't forget your towel. Cuckoo. Oh man. Yeah, it's gonna be a little hard to explain. It's some lore, some backstory about this girl who wouldn't melt from the wreck of the Titanic. Her body was apparently encased in ice, and no matter how much heat it went through, yeah, she wouldn't melt. And that was the girl. Her name was she was called All Ice, and then it was kind of mispronounced, I guess, as Alice in the end. Save. Still confused. Don't worry, Cuckoo. Oh shit, we got both of them. Nice. We're still missing the one. But yeah, don't worry, Cuckoo. We'll be playing Virtue's Last Reward after we finish Zero Escape. And if you join us for the start of that journey, I'm sure you'll know what's going on there. Let's see. Like, what's up with this? We have 2 ways to get into that path.
Yeah, you have 2 escape rooms left because you just skipped that side completely.
Oh my goodness. Well. And we're back at the start of the game.
Might be 2 streams before we actually finish with 999. But we got the finale.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, let me get back to the title. How do I
There's
get
a
to the
couple
title,
of really
please?
terrible puzzles in Virtue's Last Reward.
Yes. Oh, okay then. Alright, so I guess since this is the finale, let me give my thoughts.
Yeah.
I really enjoy this game a whole lot. I really like Junpei's character, and all the voice acting,
Wait,
the
should we
twists
take
and
off the
turns.
mustaches since we finished the puzzle?
No, we leave them on.
No? Okay.
No. Actually, let me close the game before it starts a spoiler cutscene. Wait, I think we can watch the cutscene now because we finished it, right? I guess so. Yeah.
Worst case, you spoil yourself on the last bad ending.
Well, who cares, man? At this point, we're almost there.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot.
Honestly, I'm surprised that it's not more popular. Like, I guess just the nature of visual novel games just isn't really, mainstream, I guess I'd say.
That's funny. Because 999 did, like, decent, like, in, like, the West more, but in Japan it didn't do well at all.
Oh. Huh. Well, that's surprising. But yeah, either way, like, learning about all the systems and the morphogenetic fields, the Fujiropa, everything in the end kind of just comes together and makes sense within the world of the game. So, and oh yeah, the biggest thing is that I love how they tied in like the visual novel aspect of the game into the actual like lore of the story.
Yeah, all the bad endings serve a purpose.
That was so cool, man. Like, I mean, I think you would probably already know the service since it's a time travel show, but Steins Gate does a similar thing. But in that one, it's like, it takes the concept of time travel and makes it make sense. But here, I kind of like how they did it. I've never seen anything like this before. Also, the music's kind of loud, so I was skipping that. Yeah, I absolutely love the journey. The voice acting is amazing, too.
Yeah.
I still have quite a few questions. Hopefully we'll be able to solve some of them through the next route. But I guess maybe they could leave a few things open-ended for the next game. The next game is supposed to be... Well, actually, I shouldn't ask you. You probably can't tell me anything about it.
I don't know what the question is, but I probably can't answer it. No.
I was going
all 3
to ask
games
where
in
the
series
timeline
are connected, but I won't. Tell you. I won't tell you the timeline.
I'll have to figure it out once I actually start playing Virtue's Last Reward.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'd say out of 10, I'd give this like a 9 out of 10. It was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, as you guys know, I don't give anything 10 out of 10 unless it's like personal bias. So 9 out of 10 is the best score that I ever give to the majority of things. Oh man. Oh god,
me,
stop.
I also would give 999 a 9.
It just makes too much sense. We need Kiwi in here to give it a 9 as well. Then it'll be perfect. Actually, yeah.
I was gonna say most people, it's split between whether or not the fan base likes 999 or VLR more. Personally, I like VLR just a tiny bit more, but there's so many things that 999 just does really well that it's like, I can't words, but as far as like just 999 by itself, even as like a standalone. The way
Yeah.
it kind of wraps up its own story is just really well done. I enjoy it very much.
Oh yeah, that little bit at the end between Akane and Junpei. I was super sus of Akane from the very beginning. I'm sorry, okay? I just thought that was how it was going to go.
Well,
Like,
it
she's
turns
going to
out
betray us.
you were right. She was Zero, but Zero isn't
I
really
was
a bad
right.
guy.
I mean, I'm not a bad guy, so I don't know
So
why
you
I would
should've
assume
known,
Zero's a
yeah.
bad guy. Yeah, that was stupid of me. My bad, guys. Maybe I like kind of self-projected and I wanted to be the bad guy, but I guess not.
Your Chuni came out just a little bit and you
Just a little
overprojected.
bit too much. Alright guys, that about does it for this stream. I believe our next stream is on Friday. 7 a.m. PDT for more Valkyria Chronicles. That I'll be doing with Kiwi, hopefully, if she's there. And next week, we will not be having any Zero Escape. We will, however, be having Horror Week. I believe we'll be playing games like Soma, SCP Containment Breach, and anything else that tickles our fancy and tickles our horror boner, so to say. Ugh. Especially Survey's. She has a huge one. But anyways, guys, thank you to everybody in chat, anybody lurking in chat, to you, Cuckoo, who joined even though you don't really know what's going on. Still, thank you for being here.
Finale.
I appreciate you joining in just to support us.
Yeah.
And I hope you all had fun. But until next time, guys, see you later, my dudes.
Bye bye.